Me, 28 years old, structural engineer. Life is organized, calculated, load-bearing. My schedule is tighter than a suspension bridge cable. Wake up at 6:00, run 5K, coffee, work, home, read, sleep. Just moved into a new apartment complex. Brick walls, high ceilings, historic charm, real estate speak for old pipes. But it's quiet, or at least it was supposed to be. Enter the variable. Unit 4B. ISM in 4A. Walls are reasonably thick, but physics has its limits. Week 1. Everything is peaceful. I arrange my furniture by feng shui and ergonomic necessity. My kitchen is a temple of stainless steel and order. Friday night. Enjoying a glass of Merlot and reading a book on brutalist architecture. Suddenly, thud, sounded like a body hitting the floor. Pause, scraping sounds. Then what sounds like a bag of marbles being poured onto hardwood. I look at the shared wall. Check watch, 11:30 p.m. Maybe they're moving in. Decide to let it slide. Being a good neighbor means patience. Week 2. The noises have evolved. It's not just moving sounds. It's specific, rhythmic, and confusing. Tuesday, 7 p.m. The sound of wet celery being snapped in half for an hour. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Someone walking in heavy boots on gravel, inside an apartment. Thursday, 2 a.m. A high-pitched scream followed by hysterical laughter followed by a flush. I meet her on Saturday morning. I'm leaving for my runs. She's struggling with the front door of 4B. She looks like she fought a tornado and the tornado won. Oversized sweater consuming her frame. Messy bun held together by hope and a singular chopstick. Holding 3 Amazon boxes and a potted fern that looks depressed. She drops the keys. Bends to pick them up, drops the fern. Dirt everywhere. I stop. Internal sigh. Walk over. Need a hand. She looks up. Big eyes, dark circles, smudge of, is that charcoal on her cheek. Oh God, hi, I'm sorry, I'm a disaster. The fern jumped, it was a suicide attempt. Her voice is raspy but pleasant. Dry humor, I like that. I pick up the fern, balance the boxes. She finally unlocks the door. I'm Anon, by the way, 4/8. I'm Sarah 4B, sorry if I'm loud, I exercise. She takes the boxes. One of them is shaped like a human skull. Another is long and wrapped in brown paper, looking suspiciously like a sword. Exercise right. Thanks Anon, you're a lifesaver, nice calves. She slams the door. I stand there for a moment. Nice calves. I finish my run in record time. Month 1. The exercise theory is obviously a lie. Unless her workout routine involves smashing watermelons with a sledgehammer. I work from home on Fridays. It's become my entertainment. I sit with my CAD drawings, listening to the symphony of chaos next door. I've started categorizing the sounds in a spreadsheet. Category A, vegetable violence. Category B, metallic clangings. Category C, unidentifiable wet slapping. Despite the noise, I don't complain. Why? Because she brings me cookies. Every time she has a loud night, I find a Tupperware outside my door the next morning. Cookies are burnt on the edges, raw in the middle. I eat them anyway. They taste like apology and chocolate chunks. I return the Tupperware washed with a sticky note. Delicious, try 350 degrees for 12 minutes next time. Anon. Next batch is perfect. She listens. I start leaving notes too. Heard you drop something heavy last night, hope your floor is okay. Anon. Response note, floor is fine, my dignity is bruised, dropped a mic stand on my toe, send ice. Sarah. I leave a bag of ice and a gel pack at her door. The online refuge. To escape the chaos of reality and the mystery of 4B, I spend my evenings beta testing an indie game. Project Echoes. It's a horror survival game with intricate sound design. I'm one of the lead testers because I'm good at breaking physics engines. I have a buddy on the dev Discord. Username Audio Phantoms. We've been chatting for months. Phantom is cool, cynical, overworked. We bond over the incompetence of the coding team. Me, the collision detection on the level 3 boss is garbage. I fell through the floor. Phantom, tell me about it. I spent 4 hours mixing the sound of bones breaking for that fall and you just clipped through the texture. Wasted art. Maybe if the sound files weren't 4 GB each, the engine wouldn't lag. Phantom, don't insult my bitrate engineer boy. You wouldn't know high fidelity if it hit you in the face. We have this banter every night. Phantom lives in the same time zone. Complains about a stiff neighbor sometimes. Phantom, my neighbor leaves me sticky notes about oven temperatures. He's like a sentient instruction manual. Me sounds helpful, my neighbor sounds like she's running a fight club for raccoons. Phantom, maybe she is, don't judge people's hobbies. I chuckle. It's nice to have a digital friend who gets the frustration of incompetence. The hallway incident. Coming home from work late. Raining heavily. I see Sarah in the hallway. She's sitting on the floor against her door, head in hands. Soaked to the bone. No coat. Shivering. I stop, dripping umbrella in hand. Sarah. She looks up. Eyes red, she's been crying. Locked out, I ask, voice soft. She nods. Phone is inside, keys are inside. I went to check the mail and the wind caught the door. Landlord. Called the emergency line from the lobby phone. They said 3 hours. She shivers violently. I unlock my doors. Come in. She hesitates. I'm wet, I'll ruin your floors. Floors dry, hypothermia is harder to fix. Get in. She follows me inside. She looks around my apartment. Eyes widen. It's so clean, where is your stuff? Everything has a place. I grab a towel from the bathroom and a spare hoodie. Here, dry off, I'll make tea. She wraps herself in the towel, looking like a wet cat. Sits on my pristine beige sofa. I don't even care about the water stains. I make chamomile tea, add honey. Hand it to her. Thank you, she whispers. You're too nice to me, I'm literally the worst neighbor. You're loud, I admit, sitting in the armchair opposite her. But the cookies compensate for the noise pollution. She laughs, a genuine sound, not the manic laughter I hear through the wall. I'm not crazy, you know, I know it sounds like I am. I have theories, I say, crossing my legs. Serial killer, exotic animal smuggler, poltergeist host. She smiles into her teacup. Something like that. She doesn't explain. I don't push. We sit in comfortable silence. I notice her hands. Calloused fingertips, small scars. Working hands. So, Mr. Engineer, she starts, looking at my bookshelf. Do you ever do anything spontaneous, or is everything calculated? I bought a different brand of coffee last week. Living on the edge. It was a dark roast, very risky. She giggles. It's a nice sound. Better than the screaming. Landlord arrives an hour later. She returns the hoodie, washed and folded, the next day. It smells like vanilla and ozone. I find myself missing the smell when it fades. The escalation. 2 weeks later. The noise from 4B is intense. It's crunch time for something. I can hear her pacing. Muttering. Then the screaming starts. Not the stubbed toe scream. Gut-wrenching horror movie screams. Over and over. Followed by no, no, no. Then silence. Then sobbing. I'm actually worried now. I knock on her doors. No answer. I knock harder. Sarah. Silent. I hear a crash. I'm about to kick the door down, which would ruin the frame integrity, but adrenaline is a hell of a drug. Door flies open. She's standing there, holding a microphone boom pole like a spear. Wearing headphones. Hair wild. Sweating. What, is there a fire? She yells, pulling off the headphones. I blink. I heard screaming and sobbing. Oh, she blushes. I was working. Working. She sighs and steps back. Come in, I guess the jig is up. I enter 4B. It is the antithesis of my apartment. Chaos incarnates. But then I look closer. It's organized chaos. Walls covered in acoustic foam. Floor covered in weird textures. A box of gravel, a slab of marble, a pile of dry leaves, a tray of water. Microphones everywhere. Computers running complex waveforms. A script on a stand. Record sound effects. Foley artist, she corrects. I make sounds for movies and games. The screaming, I'm doing the death vocals for a banshee character. It clicks. The celery breaking bones. The watermelon's head trauma. The gravel footsteps. The sword. I start laughing. I lean against the doorframe and just laugh. She looks offended. It's a serious profession, Anon. I know, I thought you were murdering people. I murder vegetables mostly. She grins. So I'm not a psycho. You are, but in a professional capacity. I look at her monitors. The waveform looks familiar. I squint. What project is this? Oh, some indie horror game. Project Echoes, it's getting released next month. The devs are slave drivers. My heart stops. Project Echoes. I look at the chat window open on her second monitor. Discord. Username Audio Phantom. And there in the chat history. A message from Structure God, me. My neighbor sounds like she's running a fight club for raccoons. And her reply. Maybe she is, don't judge people's hobbies. The twist realization. My brain buffers. Sarah is Audio Phantom. The cynical, witty, brilliant sound designer I've been talking to for 6 months. The one who called me engineer boy. The one I complained to's about hers. And she complained to me about me. I look at her. She's waiting for me to say something about her messy apartment. She has no idea. I have a choice. 1. Tell her now and risk awkwardness. 2. Play the long game and make this the best reveal in history. I choose option 2. I am a patient man's. It looks complicated, I say, keeping my face neutral. It is, and I'm stuck. I need a specific sound for the bone golem walking. Nothing sounds heavy enough. I look at the box of gravel. I look at her. Have you tried mixing the gravel crunch with the sound of twisting a leather belt? It adds torque to the step. She stares at me. That's oddly specific. Just a thought from a structural perspective, stress on joints. She looks thoughtful. Hold on. She grabs a leather belt and steps into the gravel box. Records it. Plays it back. It sounds disgusting and heavy. Perfect. She beams at me. You're a genius, that's exactly it. She hugs me. Impulsive, tight hug. She smells like vanilla and electronics. I freeze, then hug back. Glad to help. The setup. Over the next week, I mess with her. Online as Structure God. My neighbor actually helped me fix a shelf today. He's not as stiff as I thought, he has good ideas. She replies instantly. My neighbor just gave me a brilliant idea for the Golem SFX. Maybe engineers aren't all soulless robots. Me careful, Phantom, you might start liking him. Phantom, don't push it, he still organizes his books by color. I do not, I organize them by Dewey Decimal System, Philistine. I start bringing her food while she works. She's on a deadline. Fuel, I say, handing her homemade lasagna. Marry me, she groans, mouthful. Finish your banshee screams first. We spend evenings together. I sit on her floor, the only clear spot, and work on my laptop while she smashes cabbages. It's domestic bliss in a weird, Gorfoley way. I realize I'm falling for her. Not just the neighbor, but the voice online too. They are the same person, and both versions of her are incredible. But I need to tell her. The game launch is in 3 days. There's a launch party for the team and top testers. Online video call. That's the moment. The climax, the reveal. Launch day. She's vibrating with anxiety. Knocks on my door at 6 p.m. Anon, I'm gonna throw up. The reviews come out in an hour. You'll be fine, the sound design is the best part. You haven't even played it. I have a feeling. I have the team video call at 8. I need booze, do you have booze? I have a 12-year single malt. Give it to me. She paces in my living room. My friend online, Structure God, he says the beta feedback is solid, but he's just being nice. Structure God sounds like a smart guy. He's kinda arrogant, but he's been my rock through this whole project. I honestly don't know what I'd do without him. She looks at me. And you've been my rock here, keeping me fed and sane. She steps closer. I'm lucky I have a guardian angel on the internet and one next door. My chest tightens. It's time. Sarah about the call tonight. Yes. Mind if I join you? It's dev team only and the lead testers it's private. I know. I walk over to my computers. I open Discord. I turn up the volumes. I look her in the eyes. And I type a message to Audio Phantom. Look behind you. Her phone buzzes in her pocket. She pulls it out. Reads the notification. Frowns. Turns around to look at the wall behind her. Then looks at me. Then looks at my computer screen. I point to the screen where my username StructureGod is glowing green. Her eyes go wide. Jaw drops. She looks from the screen to me, then back to the screen. No. Oh yes. Are you? Amazed. You're StructureGod. And you're Audio Phantoms. You knew how long have you known? Since the Banshee incident, I saw the chat window. She turns bright red. Oh my god, the things I said about you to you. Sentient instruction manual was my favorite. She covers her face with her hands. I am going to die. I am literally going to expire right here on your beige rug. I step forward and gently pull her hands away. You also said I was your rock. She looks up, eyes shimmering. You let me complain about you to you for weeks. It was informative feedback. I'm working on being less stiff. She starts laughing. Hysterical, relieved laughter. You are impossible. You are absolutely impossible. And you are chaotic. I can't believe I've been flirting with my neighbor on the internet while eating his lasagna. Flirting, I raise an eyebrow. Shut up, you know what I means. She punches my arm lightly. Then she grabs my collar and pulls me down. Kisses me. It's not calculated. It's messy and impulsive and perfect. It tastes like single malt whiskey and nerves. We break apart. So, she whispers, does this mean you know about the bug in level 4 where the sound loops forever? I wrote a patch for it this morning. God, that's hot. The epilogue. Launch party goes great. We sit on my couch sharing a webcam. The team is confused. Dev 1, why are Phantom and StructureGod in the same room? Phantom physics engine glitch, characters merged. We left. 6 months later. We are still in 4A and 4B. But the wall isn't much of a barrier anymore. We installed a connecting door. I drafted the plans, got the permits, did the structural analysis. She soundproofed my bedroom so I can sleep while she works late. I organized her cables. Life is still orderly but with variables. Sometimes I find a microphone in the fridge. Sometimes she finds a T-square in her gravel box. Saturday morning. I'm cooking pancakes. She walks in wearing my shirt. Holds up a celery stalk. I need a sound for a bone breaking in the DLC. Use the carrot, it has a sharper snap, higher frequency. She smiled. I love you, nerds. I love you, noise complaints. She snaps the carrot. Perfect sound. Life is good. Happy ending achieved. Plot twist summary internal. The calm neighbor Anon and the chaotic neighbor Sarah were online best friends confidants the whole time. The intimacy was built on two fronts, domestic care in person and intellectual emotional connection online. The convergence of the two worlds creates the ultimate bond. Healing, he learned to embrace chaos. She learned to appreciate stability.